Don H. wrote, I have a real estate company that I started. I haven't bought any real estate yet, but I've funded the business account with profits from my construction company. Where is the best place to start? So, Don, I don't understand why you formed a company. I really don't. Tell me why you formed a company, because that sounds like fake guru bullshit advice already. Go get an LLC. Form an LLC. They're just shilling you and selling you another piece of shit you don't need, which is an LLC. You don't need an LLC. You don't need an LLC till you've made $1 million or more. LLCs are created to devise your interest with somebody else, or somebody like me or like Ben Mullen. We'll have LLCs and limited partnerships because we make our kids our partners. My kids were my partners before they were 18. It was a way they could hold an interest in real estate. That's why you form an LLC or a device like that. It gives you a separate entity, but it allows the individuals that are in it to have an interest. Kids can't have an interest in it, right? That's why you do it when you're a father and you got kids that you want to start giving them their wealth. I started an LLC so that the real estate would not be in my name. Why not? Why didn't you want it in your name, Don? Why? I'm just curious. Why wouldn't you want the property in your name? I mean, I'm curious why you think you need to put the property in an LLC, in a different name. You got to have insurance no matter what. If you're the general partner of your property, you still have liability. I've heard Pace Morby go on the defense of, like, the alienation clause doesn't mean anything. Let me tell you how much that carries. That's like also income taxes are unconstitutional. Guess what? See how far that gets you, right? In other words, you can contest and you can cry and you can try to make a case about anything. Doesn't mean you're going to win. It's silly. The alienation clause is very real. You are in default when you take that property out of your name. Now, it's okay to take it out of your name and put it in an LLC or put it in a limited partnership as long as you are the majority interest holder. And anybody that knows a banker that has any sense will tell you, absolutely, you're in default. If you don't keep it insured, you're in default. If you don't pay the taxes, and guess what? You're in default if you put it over into another entity's name. That's the beauty of an entity. It has all the rights of an individual. So when you deed it to an entity, you can deed it to an entity or you can deed it to Pace Morby. Either way, it's changed hands. And now you have violated your agreement. You're in breach of the contract. And guess what? They can take it away from you. And what also people don't talk about is that it's really a bad deal for the person that's selling it. I get sold, oh yeah, you get some ignorant, stupid agent. Oh, call the agent directly and they'll work with you. Yeah, they're working with you because there's no meat on the bone. In other words, the only chance that they're making any money on this thing is for the bank to agree to a short sale. But instead, they find a sucker like you that'll do a sub-2 deal and take over the debt. Or not really, but take over the debt, but not necessarily the responsibility of the debt. So what ends up happening is you get in a position where, okay, great, it's cash flowing, I'm making $500, I'm making, just say making 30%, whatever the rent is, $3,000, $10,000, I'm making 30%. Well, something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. Air conditioner goes out, and now you got to part with some real money, or you're going to lose your tenant. Well, you don't part with the real money, now you lose tenant. Now you got a property that's empty, not making any money, and you got to come up with the money. So what do? You walk away. Boom, you're going to be in a lawsuit with the person that sold you that property. Let's see, on why he got an LLC. I made the assumption you need to put real estate in an entity. Yep, see, Don, you're as green as they come. Go to my webinar. Go to my webinar tonight, okay? Seriously. And I mean that respectfully. You could be fantastic at whatever you do. I don't know. You might have great talent. But I'm just telling you, this is this fake guru bullshit. I mean, listen, there's so much fake guru bullshit out there that there's huge, you're seeing them push how to be, it's almost like how to be a fake guru. Believe me, when you see guys like Ryan Pineda, Pace Morby, when you see these guys flock to like Grant Cardone, they're not going to Grant Cardone to say, I want to know how you made so much money in real estate. No, that's not. They want to know, how did you get so many people to throw money at you that you could use their money? That's where the gold is.